peace, only war.
What is up, gents? 40k dirtbags. We got a couple videos coming up real quick for you. We're gonna make them as simple and easy as possible, but today we're going over the new release they just updated about the point changes. They uploaded this on the community for Warhammer 40k. Towering and points and Eldari. That's really all they changed. So Towering, we thought they were going to get different rules, all this shit, but it kind of, they just added points to everything. So everything is more costly if you guys have the Towering keyword, and also line of sight. So if you have any indirect fire, those points also went up as well. I'm going to do a separate video on Grey Knights specifically, but we're going to do a whole video today on just what they posted on the Warhammer community, to make it as simple as possible for you. So appreciate you guys clicking on the video. If you guys are new, definitely hit subscribe, do all the YouTube shit. But Patreon, we're giving away this probably when I come back from vacation. It's to thank you for supporting me and getting up to $500 a month. We're already up to $550 now, which is insane. So I'm giving away all this stuff on the back end right here. We're going to be picking Patrons that are subscribed, and they get to win some stuff. If you guys, even if you want us to support $1 a month, I really appreciate it. You guys get first access to the videos up on Patreon, so they get posted first there, and then you guys get to win some stickers and dice if you join the stream, which is going to be coming up probably on the 16th. So just like to give away free shit. I've been gathering all this stuff up. A lot of stuff came from the Cuddle Buddies for the team. So yeah, a lot of shit to give out. And I got old school Grey Knight box sets as well, which is sick. I really want to keep them for myself, but I'm going to give them to you guys because you guys are fucking awesome. So let's get in the video. Let me make myself smaller so I'm not fucking taking up the whole screen. Okay, so Warhammer updates. Basically saying war has been raging since the new edition, especially with Towering. Like, this fucking model is insane. All the Eldar people have two of them around me. I don't know how. I guess they've had them for a long time, but every single Eldar list have been running two of these guys, which is brutal. So what have they changed? Fate dice. So Strands of Fate was a huge change because you could basically unload all of your Strands of Fate dice in one huge attack or a bunch of multiple attacks. Now it's limited to just one per phase. So if you're in the shooting phase and you're trying to nuke down some fucking shit with devastating wounds, you can't do it anymore. It's basically once per phase. So you can still do one. I don't know if it's on the hit or the damage. It's probably on the damage with the gun. So you hit, and then you just spend that 6 for the devastating wound. So you're still going to be able to get hit pretty fucking hard at least once. But it's a little bit toned down, or a lot toned down, since the last RTT that was just run last week. So this is definitely a needed fix. Sorry for all the Eldar players out there, but you can't keep all the toys forever. And then, yeah, the 12 Fate dice and one epic Mega Strike at the start of the battle, which is just dumb. So they did update the Eldari cards. The index cards, errata got updated. So basically just saying Strands of Fate paragraph once per phase. Everything else was already posted before. There's nothing else in pink here, so that was the only thing. And then down here, so the Towering keyword got changed. Or not, sorry, take that back. Towering did not fucking get changed. It basically just got points. So they got points added to Towering and indirect fire. So anything that has Towering indirect fire, points went up. I actually just played Chaos Knights against them on Monday, and he only had one Towering Knight, which still was able to kind of really shoot anything. They still get to keep their cover save if their fucking weapon is towing the cover all the way to the right here. So basically how they're modeling their things is they're so big that one of the Eldar Wraith Knights or whatever was holding the gun down on the side here, and the other gun was like up here. So literally, like, it can tower going straight down and still being covered because you can't see the whole model. So again, it's bullshit, but it's basically modeling for advantage. Like, that's really what it comes down to. But you can't, there's no really rules to say you have to model your model specifically this way, because that would be so boring. So the guy always gets cover on a 2-up save, toughness 12. And it can see super high tall with the other gun going straight down. So it's kind of busted, but it's more expensive now. So they gave us the points here. And indirect, everything with indirect got increased as well. So Adeptus Sororitas, the Exorcist, went up in points, 170 points now. Now notice the points, because I'm a Grey Knight player, and 170 points for the Exorcist, which is a tank that can hit on 2s. Purgation hits on fucking 4s, no way to increase it, no ignoring cover, and no really rerolls besides reroll 1s to hit and wound with the Dreadnought, which is 155 fucking points. So Grey Knights definitely got shafted from this. I'm going to make a video specifically on it. Fuck, Custodes didn't really have any indirect. Mechanicus didn't, looks like Mechanicus didn't have any indirect. Eldari, Night Spinner, went up 170 points. The Wraith Knight went up to 475 points. Still not as much as Canonus Rex, which I think I'm going to be testing out. Support Weapons, 105 points. And then the Fire Prism went up to 150 points. Still not as high as the fucking 190 point Purgation Squad. It's not like I'm bitching or anything, right? 412 points. The Skateth Wraith Knight went up to 440. Still pretty cheap. Agents of the Imperium, no indirect. Astral Militarium, the Basilisk, went up to 135 points. The Manticore, 125 points. The Death Strike, 160. 120 for the Field Ordnance Battery. Colossus, and then the Waven, whatever they're called. Where are they? Praetors, Canonus Battery. I guess the Space Marines we're looking for. So Black Templars. Primaris Sword Brethren went up 165 points and 330 points. They were probably super clutch. Blood Angels didn't go up at all. Our boy Don, no Blood Angel points. Chaos Demons, nothing there. Chaos Knights went up a shit ton. So the Abbot went up 455, 450, 470 for the Spoiler. The Tyrant, 555 for the Tyrant. And then the Forge World ones, 840, 740, 460, 460, 480. So just a lot of points all around for most of the towering models. The Lancer, 465 points. So I was actually going to test out the Lancer in Grey Knights. I think it's up to 495 or something for the Imperial Knights. Chaos Space Marine, the Lord of Skulls, went up all around for all the armies that can take Lord of Skulls. So 480 points. Dark Angels, nothing. Death Guard. This is fucking weird. So they posted randomly that Death Guard models can now bring 7 models. So that's going to fix them. So 7 models in a Plague Marine unit because their box comes with 7. So hey, let's just put that in the rules that they can bring 7 models now. Even though a Rhino can only hold 12. Like if a Rhino could hold 14, like hey, Death Guard Rhinos can hold more because they're basically just seeping in their own pus and fucking floating in their death pool or whatever. That would make sense, right? Rhino now holds 14. Great. I can bring 14 models now because my one unit is 7, or I can bring like characters and stuff. So sure. You're still paying for them. It's not like I get 7 models for the price of 5. I literally am still just getting 7 models. So I thought this was funny. All the Death Guard people thought it was funny. It was just random, so why not? Death Watch, Drakari, nothing. Gene Steel Occult, nothing. Grey Knights, here we go. 190 points for fucking Purgation Squad. Now, guys, if you guys have faced Grey Knights, they're super tricky with the teleporting and all that shit. Like, I'm starting to get it down. I'm running 10 Paladins with Grandmaster, and it's a really, really good list, or unit. But Purgation, I was running 3 Purgation squads with Dreadnought for rerolls, 1s to hit and 1s to wound, and they were just all lined up a building and they were just fucking shooting out. But the difference is they hit on 4s, reroll 1s. So I mean, they still hit on 4s. No ways to boost up the shooting. I still need something else to see to shoot something. So there's something that's visible for you to shoot back at. Like it went up 25 points. So 3 units, it went up 75 points, my list. So we either have to take out Codius or just drop them all together. Now, some options, I should probably do this in my other video. So we're going to do this in the other video. Purgation Squad, 190 points, 320 for 10-man, because you can only bring 4 heavy units. So bringing just extra bolters is not really worth the additional points. Okay, Imperial Knights. So everything basically went up. The Lancers, 495 points. I don't know the difference between the Chaos Knights. Somebody let me know the difference between the Chaos Lancer and the regular Lancer, because it is more points. 495 points. You can drop 3 units of purgation, just bring a big knight if you want to. Canis Rex went up as well, wherever he is. Rex went up to 490 points. I think he was 400 points, 405, something like that. So everything went up across the board. So if you're bringing big knights, they're all going up, but the little knights stay the same. So they're still 140 points. You can change purgation squad just for knights if you want to do that. Leagues of Votann didn't go up. Necrons, this thing that I faced the other day, went up to 540. I think it was like 440 something before, so it might have went up 100 points. This is a really, really good model. Like it's really, really cool. But 540 points it went up, which was needed because everything in towering is just bullshit. Orcs, this thing went up. So this 350 point model went up. I think there was some other stuff. Indirect didn't go up. So anything that shoots indirect with orcs did not go up. Somebody mentioned that. So no indirect went up in points for orcs. Space Marines, we got Desolation Squad. Our Purgation Squad is still more than the Desolation Squad that gets full rerolls to hit and full rerolls to wound, +1 to hit, and ignore cover. So sure, why not? 170 points for 5 of them, 340 points for 10 of them. Sweet. Then the Whirlwind went up to 150 points, still not as much as Purgation Squad. I have to stop saying that. Okay, nothing in Space Wolves. Tau, the Forge World. I actually have seen this. One of our buddies is running this. 790 points. Storm Surge, 465 points. Yeah, 790 points. Fucking hilarious. Thousand Suns, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Tyranids. We got Biovores, went up 65 points, 130, 195. Harpy, 230 points for a Harpy, which makes sense. It's a really cool model. It's big and flyer. Then we got the Corner Skulls, 525 points for World Eaters. I think it's 490 it was, or 480 for Chaos Space Marines. World Eaters is a little bit better, so that's why I went up to 525 points. And that's it. So all the points went up for Towering and Indirect. This thing's coming out soon, but just really the Indirect guys was crazy, and Grey Knights definitely got shafted. These guys should be fucking nerfed. They should went up a lot more points. They just been killing everything with Space Marines, just full rerolls, Oaths of Moment, all that stuff. So there you go. That's the difference between Towering and Towering yesterday is nothing. Points. That's the only difference. Indirect, only difference is points. Everything else stayed the same. Eldari got a little nerf, which is good. Kind of needed that. But yeah, so all right, so let me know what you guys think about Towering. What could have changed? What can change in the future? Who the fuck knows? Let me know what you guys think about the point hikes. If it was worth it, if it should have been more, if it should have been less, if Grey Knight should have been touched at all. But let me know in the comments below. If you guys are new and want to go and join Patreon, if you like the channel, go check out some other videos. Go join Dirtbag Nation. If you're gonna get better at competitive scene for competitive dirtbags. That's over on Patreon, but also join the Discord. Discord does a lot of shit going on. A lot of people are helping each other out. And don't be a dick. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for clicking on the video, and we will see you in another video soon.